Hello, hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, and welcome back to Your World Zoo. Your World Zoo is flourishing right now. Right now, we're on the side of the snake house with the Galapagos tortoises. I did do a little bit of landscaping and cosmetic work. I moved the path out around the electrical box that's here because people were getting pissy about it. So I moved it out so that it takes them outside of the negative influence. I made this fountain in the open area here with some planters, various flowers, and the people seem to like it. They're all standing there staring at the fountain. So your world is doing really good right now. I tried to do a little bit inside the snake house, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I just left it. I'm got some ideas, and I forgot to delete one of those things. I did have planters and flowers and all that up in here, but kind of looked like crap, so I got rid of it all except for this one. We'll do that right now. Inside the snake house is another story here. We've got some problems with our snakes. These snakes don't live very long. We've got, I think, 3 of the habitats, maybe 4 are just empty. I see 1, 2, and 3, yeah. So we have to replace the snakes in these habitats. They don't seem to live very long, like I said. Other than that, everything else is doing fairly good. Our tapirs are having offspring left and right. They keep having to get rid of them because there's too many people in there, but the tapirs are doing fairly well. Well, from behind them. Yeah, see, it's overpopulation, and it causes the hard shelter and the terrain to go down to unacceptable levels, which bring protesters. So there's 4 tapirs in here. They only really need 2. This one looks like it's about to give birth. I did actually see one of them give birth. There's one of the other babies. The guy looks like he's pooping on the ball. What happens when they give birth is the tapir will be sitting like that, and then all of a sudden a little one will appear right next to him. So, but I'm going to get rid of some of these tapirs here. I just don't know which ones. Go into the animals here, and at some point I'm probably going to have a episode where it's just management stuff, going through, and I want to make work zones so that my staff isn't stressed out and overworked, which right now they are. We could get rid of, I think we have to keep the baby. We'll get rid of this guy. We'll release him to the wild. And that did a little bit. It's still a little overpopulated. I think I'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you. Oh, wait. What's happening here? One hasn't moved in a while. Integrating. I don't think they integrate very good, especially if they keep having babies. But back to what do we have here? Got 2 females. She's not very good. 1100. We're going to get rid of you. There you go. Now that should put us back into acceptable levels. Well, almost, as far as water goes. Here's the baby. Cute little things, right? And I guess this counts as escaping when they get up here on this ledge. Where'd they go? Wow. There he is, right there. Also got some trash here. Not sure where our maintenance guy is, but not doing his damn job. Here are our pangolins. There's 3 that I can see. I think this is same thing. 3. Yeah, there's 3 of them in there, and they're doing all right. But the other thing I did was I added kind of a building to the shops plus the bathroom. Looks a little better than what it did, just the standard box. Oh, they're sitting at the tables. I've never seen that before. Cool. But it does look better. I like the Arctic wood, this style right here. What I did for our snake house over here, as well as our first little building right over here. I did move this thing over a little bit because it was not making people happy. So what's next for Planet Zoo, Your World Zoo, and J76NY? Well, I'm going to build some hard shelter, an actual building that's hard shelter, and that's going to go in this area right here. What the enclosure is going to be sandcats, and I'm going to use this area as kind of the bridge between what we have over here so far and the arid desert-like area, which I want to go out this way. So I'm going to have the sandcats over here. I'm going to try and build them a hard shelter that has glass on this side, and then the hard shelter up here with the habitat in this area. Staff buildings are going to go inside the hard shelter if I can manage that. And then on the other side of the path, what I want to do is open it up a little bit and then throw a couple of exhibits in there of exhibit animals that are natural to the desert area, like scorpions and whatever else the game has to offer so far. And then over there, I'm going to build a big pit, and I'm going to throw my dogs in them. Just kidding. This area over here, I'm going to build this up quite a bit. This is going to be a raised up area where I'm going to have a restaurant and more bathrooms and such. And the next exhibit that's going to go in for our arid animals is the dromedary camel. That one you can have more than 2 in an exhibit without them freaking out, so that should be good. My first exhibit with more than 2 animals without problems. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's going to be a major construction project, building this up, and then having the restaurant up there with the viewing of the camels and seating for eating and stuff like that. And then we're going to go from there. Over on this side, I'm probably going to continue with the more temperate or tropical approach here. I haven't really given any thought to what I'm going to put in this area, but I've got a pretty big area that I could work with right here. So I'll have to take a look and see what this area would be good for. And then there's the other major project I want to work on, and I'm having problems getting the path to go up this way for some reason. I think what while I was messing around, I screwed up the terrain, so it's not even, and I can't get it, can't get any paths to work up here. So, but what I want to do is I want to have like stairway down into the ground, and then at the bottom of the stairway here, an underwater viewing area for saltwater crocodiles. And then at some point, bring it back up to the surface level, or maybe continue on with the underground thing. That and the camel habitat is going to be a major underdoing, so that may take a while to accomplish. But for now, I'm going to try and build myself a sand cat enclosure complete with homemade hard shelter, staff facilities inside the building, and a viewing area. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. All right, so here is the problem I'm having. I built out a path over here to, I had the enclosure all set. I had the viewing area mostly built. And the building wasn't lining up with the path. The pieces of the building weren't lining up with the rest of the building. And the more I added to try and fix it, the worse it looked. So I just basically didn't bother saving. And that was like 3 hours of annoyance. So I'm going to try again. We're going to build our path out with exhibit area over here, a viewing area here, hard shelter, staff facilities, with the habitat in the middle. So let's see how this goes. So I've got the floor and the walls in on the hard shelter area. This is not what I had in mind. I was trying to put it inside the building, but it didn't want to go there. And I think it might have something to do with the fact that I have a kind of a cluster underneath here of staff path. So I don't think it wanted to put it right above a staff path. Maybe I should have put these things in first and built them, because now I have to build more building. So this is a very, very, very time-consuming thing. Not really complaining. I want to make it look good, but still have to put the roof on. Jeez. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you wanna put that fish in your mouth. Yeah, you wanna put that fish in your mouth. Yeah, you wanna put that fish in your mouth. Yeah, you wanna put that fish in your mouth.
Wish you could slide into my mind and make me mine. Push play rewind. It's wet outside and so am I. You wanna slide like dynamite.
crooked as all hell. But the basic idea of what I had in my head is there. It's just a matter of I'm still learning the game, and I kind of have to fight the game to get it to do what I want a lot of times, and this is an example of that. How some of you guys get this grid to work for you and not the other way around, I will be happy to finally figure it out. That day is going to be a happy day for me. But I've got the building built where the exhibits are going to be, featuring desert type animals. I also completely forgot to put them in before I built the roof, but we'll work with that. I'm thinking about getting rid of this path here and having the only way into the desert area through this building. I just don't know how well that would work out. Might be a lot of foot traffic going through this thing, so I might just leave this here. I do kind of want to build a sign that says, I don't know, the Oasis or something. We'll call it the Oasis. This will be our oasis for all our desert-like animals. So, it's coming along. It's just a really, really time-consuming process. I think by the time this video goes up, it'll be the first Planet Zoo episode I put up in 2 weeks here. I still have to do the outside where the sandcats are actually going to go, and the exhibits. And I swear to God, if these things don't use this as a hard shelter, I am going to rage quit like you have never seen before. Alright, there we go. We're looking at 2 sandcat kittens. While I was building this thing, my 2 sandcats had kittens. So, now I have 4 sandcats in here. I've got to throw in the educational board and the speakers. But there's sandcats, and people seem to like them, so it took me a little bit to figure out which water and which food was good for the sandcats. Kind of like this entire thing took me a while to... They're barking like dogs. Imagine that. They fly. Look, they're curious about the people. That's kind of cute. Anyway, this took me a lot longer than what I was expecting. It's my inexperience showing through. Apologize for the long delay in getting this episode out, but I wanted it to look at least decent. Things still, I'd say 60% turned out how I was thinking. What I had in my mind. And like I said, it's just a matter of fighting the game to get it to do it. I wanted this to be up a little higher so the sandcats would come up on here and be kind of face to face with the people. They definitely don't need a lot in here. I added some trees and some bushes and it put them way over the limit. I guess I could just ignore that, but I want to kind of have some happy sandcats, so they don't seem to care about the duck. So what are these guys doing? Oh, they're playing. Nice. Let's watch. Anyway, this is going to be a really long episode. Well, they're either playing or fighting. Can't tell. The only other thing that I have is a complaint about is I went to put in a couple of the exhibits in here, and they don't fit. So I may end up knocking this wall out and making another glass viewing port into an exhibit over here. Maybe the fennec fox. Who knows? And then I'll figure out what I want to do about some exhibits. But that will be for a future episode. We have sandcats now. And the Oasis has its first resident. Anyway, if you like the episode, hit the like button. If you have any tips or advice, by all means, leave those in the comment section below. If you want to follow along as we build Your World Zoo, hit the subscribe, and we will see you for the next episode. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.